Welcome everybody back to Rob's MetalWorks. We are here for the first time in 2024 at the Fitzgerald's live music venue to support one hell of a killer show and one of my favorite bands that I've had the privilege now to work with a couple of times. It brings me great pleasure to welcome back the legend, the man, the guitarist, the man right here. Here he is, right here from Vicious Rumors.
All right.
How you doing, sir? Good to see you.
Great to see you, Rob. Thanks for having me on the show.
Oh, man, we were talking off camera right now, and, Vicious Rumors has had such a long career. We're going to talk about some of the celebrations going on this year, Geoff, but, you have become a staple. You are the heart of Vicious Rumors. You represent an era in metal that continues to not only thrive, but live and here in the here and now in the 2020s. So, Geoff Thorpe, tell me, first of all, as I was saying, you have a history with San Antonio.
Absolutely. And, thanks for those kind words. I'll tell you, it's just, for me, it's just, we love this. We love the action. We always have, and we always will. And we're just, it's a lifetime kind of a thing. So we've been fortunate enough to stay healthy, and it's amazing to be back in San Antonio. We've played here so many times now, and come to Texas. We try to make Texas part of every U.S. tour.
Good.
So, it's great to be here again, and, we're moving forward. Ball's rolling.
I just want to quickly comment on a couple of things that you've said, and we were talking a little bit off camera about this, but first of all, that, as the years continue to go by faster than ever, that we are maintaining at least health to continue to do our passions.
That's
right?
that is
number one. Because if you're not well, you can't do shit. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it's all about having some balance.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating our 45th year in Vicious Rumors. It's our 45th year anniversary.
Since 1979, people.
And
you couldn't tell.
It's hard to believe. Like when I think about it. In some ways, it feels like it's been that long, and in other ways, it's like a blink in the eye.
Right.
So
scary.
We love it, and we're just going to keep doing it. We're thankful to all the support we've had from the fans and press alike, and just family, and so that's what heavy metal is. It's a family, a small family around the world, and it's just. It's something that is really special. I'm just honored to be part of it.
We were talking too, there was a time in, I think, the 2008 era, 2010, where you guys had a vocalist from here in San Antonio who was fronting the band for a little while. Ronnie Sticks was in the band. I remember during that time too, I got to go to like a rehearsal and kind of get the behind the scenes and see you guys do your things and stuff. Yeah. That was cool. That was cool.
We've had a lot of people in the band over the years, and even tonight's lineup, we have Brian Allen back in the band as a permanent member,
who also sings for Trauma. For all you people out there who don't know.
Yes, and also Stephen Goodwin is filling in for Robin, our bassist in Sweden. So Stephen has history with the band too. So it's cool to have this family of musicians. I have a really great relationship with most of the people that have been in Vicious Rumors. We just had Ira Black and Steve Smythe sit in with us in Europe, and so it's a big family. And but whatever the lineup it is, you're going to see in Vicious Rumors, you can count on it being a kick-ass lineup.
Sure. I was thinking tonight as I was preparing for this interview, I'm like, man, this is I think this is one of the strongest lineups that I've seen, because it seems to me, standing on the outside as a fan, that the other guitar player in the band, Gunnar Dugray, that you guys have a pretty good chemistry. It looks that way on stage.
Absolutely. And Gunnar's been in the band 8 years now. So we definitely.
He's legit.
Oh yeah.
With Vicious Rumors.
He's solid band member. And it's been great working with him, and of course my longtime partner Larry Howe.
Yeah, Larry.
He's the heartbeat, and with his drumming and my riffs and songwriting, it's kind of sort of the glue that's kept the band going, and we just surround ourselves with talented people.
Yeah.
And let's get a shot of these rock stars right here, real
Go
quick.
for it. Bring them over here.
Real quick, let's get a shot of these rock stars.
Who are these beautiful guys?
Holy shit! What do we got going here? Wicked.
What's up, brother?
You got G Money right here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck, these guys are fucking awesome.
Their publicist has sent me information about them.
Chip.
Right.
Yeah.
It's Wicked. Crashing the Vicious Rumors interview. I love it.
Dude, thanks for
Very
having
natural.
us. We've been having a blast on tour. These guys are teaching us so much. Top notch, killing it. Super honored to be out with them.
What's the name of your band? Tell them.
Awesome guys.
Our band's Wicked. We're from Rochester, New York. I'm Danny.
Chad, Michael, and Gunner.
You got to see these guys.
Somewhere.
Who
You
is
gotta
your
catch
publicist?
Wicked when you're on the Vicious Rumors.
Chipster, yes.
Either on the Vicious Rumors tour or on one of their shows. Great band. 100% support from Vicious Rumors for
Thank
Wicked.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
For sure.
Thank you for letting us, crash
Jump on,
in.
yeah.
I
It
love
was
it.
a pleasure. Now get the hell out of here. This is my interview, for Christ's sake.
Guys, I'm not going to edit that out. All right.
Great guys.
That's always so cool that you give it back, to the
Yeah.
upper comers, right?
Absolutely, man. We got a huge. The first night they came in, they just fucking came in with their stuff, great attitudes, put on a great show.
That's what it's all about, right?
And we love the dudes. In fact, this whole tour, all the bands are just. They're very different.
Yeah.
But everyone's really good at what they do.
Yeah.
And we all respect and get along with each other very well. We're all helping each other. So it's a real pleasure to be on a tour like that,
I received a lot of their press from Chipster, and I told Chips, I said, I think these guys are a little too pretty for Rob's MetalWorks. But if they make it on Rob's, it's all Geoff's doing. Okay,
Oh,
we're gonna have to
absolutely.
revisit. I'm gonna have to revisit their stuff.
They're young and talented, man. Those are the days.
So you mentioned earlier that you're on this celebrating the 45th anniversary of Vicious Rumors, but you're on a short run here in the a long run here in the U.S. Supporting Raven. I'm fortunate enough to catch you kind of in the first quarter of it. Started on March 22nd in Florida. Will end in May in Florida as well.
May 4th.
May 4th, and then you cross the pond and go do some stuff in Europe, right?
That's right. We're
Yeah.
doing. It's like 41 shows.
Wow.
In the U.S. and Canada from the March 22nd to May 4th. Then 3 weeks later, we go to Europe and we start 3 weeks in Europe, including our first appearance at the Sweden Rock Festival with Judas Priest and Alice Cooper.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing.
Wow.
And
So cool.
a bunch of dates throughout the European continent, and then we finish the summer or the first part of the summer in Mexico City on June 29th.
Yeah.
So we've got almost 60 shows booked the first half of 2024. So it looks like it's going to be a really big year. We're talking about going to South America right now, also later in the year, and we're just we're living while we're alive, and we want to play as hard as we can every night. So that's where it stands. I'm going to drop the mic. No,
Yeah.
I won't. I don't want to break it.
I'm so glad you kind of foreshadow that, because we do live in kind of ominous times. You never
Oh,
know what the
man.
fucking happened, right?
That's for sure.
It's
man.
scary nowadays.
A lot of people did not survive the pandemic itself. I mean, families, businesses, bands, a lot of people didn't make it. And it looks slim for us, very slim, around the end of 2022. Larry and I were thinking maybe it's just done now.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, we just stuck to our
Stuck it
guns,
through.
and we just love it. So we didn't want to give it up anyway.
Yeah.
And 2023 and 2024 are now some of the busiest years we've
Great.
had in our long career.
Great.
So
Great.
if you believe in yourself, it takes you a long way, and
Right.
that's the message.
Yeah.
And live life to the fullest, man, because like you said, we live in dark times.
Yeah.
And you got to enjoy yourself and be good to each other, man. And that's all there is left. That's all we have left.
And
Treat
that's
each other like you want to be treated.
why I'm out here, to capture your words, man, because what we do is a passion is a passion, just like you do music. We love to talk to musicians and hear about what's going on and what drives the metal that we love.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
how have the shows been so far? Like I said, we're probably, we're about a quarter in on the tour. I've seen some wonderful photos, some video. Looks like things are going great.
It has been going very smooth, and it's been a good tour. And so far, like, it's just the end of the first week, but these last 4 shows in Texas have definitely been the highlight. And so that makes us really feel good going forward as we're heading west. We're expecting great shows in LA, San Francisco, Portland, the West Coast, and the rest of the country, and Canada as well. I believe 5 shows in Canada. So
wow, cool.
The only bad one,
share it, Geoff. Spill it.
is the one you don't do.
Exactly. So, when fans are coming to these shows, what can they expect? I mean, are you going to hear the classics?
Oh,
are you
yeah.
going to play some of the?
Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
We're doing actually a very special show on this 45-year anniversary. We're going all the way back to the first album and playing the Soldiers of the Night album.
1985, people.
Yeah, and Vicious Rumors never really started touring till Digital Dictator. So it's funny, we never really toured on Soldiers of the Night. And
Really, that's an interesting fact.
and Larry and I, if back in 1985, you would have told us, yeah, okay, well, maybe you guys didn't tour on this album, but give it 38 years or something. I mean,
Then you'll be able to play these songs.
Here we are in 2024 doing the tour for the album, the first album in '85. So it's just been awesome.
So just to be clear, you're playing the whole record,
or
or just chosen tracks?
We're playing most of the record.
Okay.
But because our catalog is so big that we wanted to at least play a few songs, from some other stuff. And but we got a solid set, and it's kind of a special show. It's been a lot of fun to bring these songs back. They're high energy songs, Vicious Rumors songs. They've got a little fire to them. And,
Did you change anything on them? Like, did you have to change the tuning or anything?
No, not really, man. We're just trying to pay respect to it,
Yeah.
and just try to give it a lot of fire and a lot of attitude, and it feels really good. We're having fun with it. And Brian Allen is just killing it on vocals. He's taken it to a new level from the studio, from what it was on the studio.
Right.
Nothing against Gary St. Pierre. He did a fantastic job on the album. But Brian is a real special league of lead singer. He doesn't even think he is. He doesn't know he is.
I know.
And he doesn't act like he is. But
Right.
but let me tell you, I know from working with many people over the years, and Brian is a natural,
Cool.
phenomenal talent, and so he's taking these songs kind of to a different level, and this is a lot of fun.
Looking back on that record, like, how do you feel about it? Do you feel like, man, this was a great first step, into the scene? It represented who we were? Because sound-wise, I mean, you guys have always kind of maintained that same sound. It wasn't like some bands, they release a record and like, oh, we're still trying to find out who we are as a band, and then they change it up. It seems like you guys kind of right out of the gate knew, like, this is who we are as a band.
Well, thank you. I mean, we definitely we grew up with like the traditional heavy metal, and then being from the San Francisco Bay Area at that time, it was a real creative melting pot, and honestly, we probably thought that what was going on in the San Francisco Bay Area back then was we kind of, I think all the bands just thought, oh, okay, this is happening everywhere in the country. But we really didn't even realize that the whole world was going to be looking to the Bay Area for this special sound of thrash and power metal and this sort of new injection.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Geoff. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I just had a thought, and I know people are thinking about it too. Was that before Iron Maiden really kind of hit the scene in the States?
It was. I mean, we started in 1979.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was.
Killers was like 81, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was right before it. But I mean, what happened in the Bay Area was just a really special thing, and we were lucky to be part of that. And we were pretty focused. You know, we had the backbone in that sort of traditional Judas Priest two guitar sort of attack kind of a thing, and we just wanted to put, you know, a spin on it, and with the bigger vocals and background vocals and things like that, and just some harmony guitar work, two guitar works, things like that. So we just tried to create, you know, a little form of our heavy metal, and we were in the right place at the right time. I mean, the Bay Area. Look at the bands that are still working today.
Sure.
You know, so
many of them.
But it's all passion, and all those guys that are still working today are doing it because they love it.
Yeah. Last thing on Soldiers of the Night. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you guys remaster that record in 2010? Was there a remastered version out?
Yes, there was a remastered Shrapnel remastered and made CDs, and then the Orchard record company now deals with Soldiers of the Night and Digital Dictator, and also Hammerheart Records in Germany just re-released Soldiers of the Night and Digital Dictator on multiple colored vinyl, and so that's kind of cool. But yeah, man, it was also Vinnie Moore's first album.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Legendary guitarist for UFO.
Yeah.
So you know, when it pops up in Metal Hammer and these European magazines as a classic from that time, considered a classic release, you know, it's just an honor to be part of something like that, and we're just holding the heavy metal flag, man.
That's so cool that that record has so many you know, footnotes and is notable because that was the first official recording for the band. I mean, you were off to a good step forward, you know. You know, today I was jamming to Soldiers of the Night on YouTube, and I was thinking, I wonder if this is the remastered version or not. Do you know?
Oh,
because there's a link. Somebody posted the record, like the full record, like not just the songs. It's the full record. So I was jamming out to it, and it sounded great on my computer. I was like, man, I wonder if this is the remastered one.
It might be.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you asked me that question. I heard recently that like Eddie Van Halen could tell the difference if like an amp was plugged into a wall where the voltage wasn't quite right, you know? Like he was like that much of a genius.
Yeah.
Like if you're asking me, was that the remaster one? I'm going like, oh God, maybe, you know.
He would know.
But yeah, Eddie could probably tell you.
Yeah, the guy who didn't use any fucking pedals or distortions or anything like that. Yeah. Great. Yeah, but it sounds great on YouTube, man. So
thank you.
I was jamming out to it today. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Have you guys, and I think fans want to know, have you not released a record since Celebration Decay?
That is true.
2020.
What happened was we had re-releases come out since then. Like last year, we toured on our box set. The Atlantic Records box set called The Atlantic Years, where it had the Vicious Rumors, Welcome to the Ball, and Plug In and Hang On, all in one three CD set, remastered, and they did such a fantastic job on that. Really sounds good.
Do you know where fans can get that?
They can get it from Greyhaven Media at Vicious Rumors Facebook page right at the top.
Oh, okay.
So it's totally available through us.
And it's CD. It's just like a CD box set?
It's a CD box set of the great albums we did with Carl Albert, remastered.
Nice.
So we toured all year on that. Digital Dictator got re-released. We toured a bunch of shows on that, and now Soldiers of the Night just got re-released. So we've just been kind of enjoying this wave of anniversaries and re-releases. So, but we are working on a new album, if that's what you're getting to.
Yep.
And absolutely, we've got about 10 songs written.
Wow, cool.
We've got 10 songs demoed, and we're writing about another 10.
With Brian on vocals?
With Brian.
Nice.
So, yeah, we have every intention of making a new album. We've just been super busy on the road, and
hopefully it'll come out. Would you like for it to come out this year or next year?
Well, absolutely. If not this year, next year.
Yeah. And is the band still signed to SPV?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
SPV
nice.
Steamhammer.
Yeah.
So we've been with them a long time.
One is I know that Juan Ortega did the Celebration Decay record.
Yes.
Obviously, your San Francisco Bay Area brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Would you guys record with him again, or?
Absolutely. Juan's the best in metal. It doesn't get any better working with him. You could.
He's a guitar player.
Yeah, he's a musician. He's a metalhead. He loves metal. He specializes in it. I mean, he can record anything. He's that level of an engineer and producer. But you could just have him. You could not say a word. He could just listen to your song and mix it for you, and it's going to be like 90% the way you want it anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's the kind of and I have, for me personally, I have super comfort level working with him, and I love the way he makes our music sound, and he's part of the VR team now.
Yeah, he's a veteran.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's a veteran.
Machine
He gets
Head,
it.
Testament,
Yeah, for
Ted
sure,
Nugent,
for
Night
sure.
Ranger. Very wide variety that his credits go on and on.
He fucking gets it.
Yeah.
Okay, Geoff, as we get to the end of this interview, obviously we discussed the fact that this is the 45th anniversary of the band. We all know as fans that you are the heart of Vicious Rumors. Okay, so initially I want to ask you, correct me if I'm wrong, you're 13 full-length records? Is that about right?
Yeah, that's right. 13 studio albums
How-
and 17 overall.
How important is your recorded legacy to you?
I always, when I was in high school, I just thought, man, I'd love to be in a band that made 10 albums or, just be a long. I was always a huge Zeppelin fan and a Kiss fan. I was one of the guys that loved them both. I just feel like one of the luckiest people on earth, man. I've just been able to do what I love to do for this long. So it's just passion and balance and drive and surrounding yourself with the right people.
45 years in, do you think you'd still be doing it?
It's amazing, man. But, it's funny. Larry and I keep telling Gunnar, you could actually celebrate the 75th anniversary of Vicious Rumors. And so
Exactly.
Maybe he will. Maybe
Right.
he will.
How much longer do you want to continue to do this?
As long as everybody's healthy and we're creating and it feels good and we can keep it on a high level, then there's no end in sight. But
Exactly.
if things start slipping and it's not, and age catches up with everybody. Man.
Right.
So, but right now Larry and I are 62 years young, and we're ready to take it on, man. So
Right.
but
I think
whether we're here or not, metal's something that never dies. It may stay in the underground even longer or go deeper, but it's always going to be there.
Any regrets looking back on your career?
Absolutely not.
No regrets.
No, man. No.
Okay.
No.
Anything that you still want to accomplish?
I don't have time to bleed or have regrets.
Sure. Anything you still want to accomplish?
Absolutely. I want to accomplish many, many things in life.
Personally or
I want to
musically?
keep learning.
Yeah.
Musically, personally, spiritually. As time goes on, I appreciate things and everybody more and more.
Sure.
So
Life becomes a bit more precious.
it does, man.
Yeah.
And like you said, in these kind of times too, especially.
Yeah.
Just let's all treat each other with respect, man. And,
Yeah. Geoff, thank you so much, sir. What an honor and a pleasure.
Real pleasure.
To
Thanks.
reconnect with you, man. Thank you.
and
You're
thanks
a good.
for having me on the show.
You're a good man. And I can tell that just from your demeanor and the rapport that we share. So thank you so much.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
I can't wait till your new record comes out, and when it comes out, we'll be here again to support it.
Okay.
So remember, everyone out there, you saw the man, Geoff Thorpe of Vicious Rumors, right here on Rob's MetalWorks.